All right. Well, welcome everybody. Hope you're having another great day. You had a good past couple of days, and yeah, let's start to settle in. As always, you just lie back, close your eyes, and you breathe. As always, and keep it simple. We start at the very beginning, which is just stillness. That sense of surrender, that sense of letting go. No matter if you were here when we very first started or you're tuning in a bit later, doesn't make any difference. Because we all start at that same point. That sense of stillness is singular. It's not in relationship to anyone else or anything else. Doesn't matter what's happened before, what's happening later. Stillness is its own thing. It starts to create that separation for you. So you are just you. You feel your body as it is. You feel the breath. So many things we do throughout the day is us put in relationship to something else. Put in relationship with a task, put in relationship with a person, put in relationship with an object. Where are we compared to this or that? How are we doing compared to this or that? But stillness is singular. It's just you. There is no comparison. So you take the time and you settle into it. You take just a few more breaths, just a few more moments. And your next inhale is a nice deep, full inhale. You fill the belly, fill the chest now. As you're ready, you release the breath, drawing your knees in. You wrap your arms around your shins, hugging your thighs tight. And you gently rock from side to side. And sense of movement. Swaying the body. Then back to center, hands behind your knees as you rock from the tailbone to the shoulder blades. Nice long one. Nice and smooth back and forth. And the next inhale draws you all the way up to sitting. You sit tall. You close your eyes if they've opened. You take a breath. Then on inhale, you rise up. Tadasana. You find your balance. The feet are firm, shoulders back. The eyes are closed. Then palms together at your heart. And on inhale, you take the arms up, lengthening. And exhale, you fold forward over your legs. You get the hands to the floor and inhale, right foot steps back, low lunge. Left foot back, plank pose. And exhale as you lower towards the floor. Inhale forward. And exhale back. You settle into it. You take any movement you like. Inhale, right foot forward. Exhale, left foot forward. Inhale, full extension. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale, take it up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, left leg reaches back. Right leg back. And exhale. Inhale, forward, broadening. And exhale, pressing back, down, down. Nice full breath. Nice and set over the four corners. Inhale, left foot. Exhale, right. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, right. Left. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. The eyes are soft. Remember, there's no tricks, no surprises here in the sun salutes. So you close your eyes. You try and let down your guard so that you just feel the body moving. You feel it waking up, lengthening out. You get a sense of that coordination, an ability to move the body as you want. Inhale, right foot forward. Exhale, left foot forward. Inhale, full extension. And exhale, hands to your heart. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, left. Right. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, left. Exhale, right. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, right, left. Exhale. Inhale and exhale. Stay long through the upper body. Those palms firmly pushing down, sending those hips back and up. So you're drawing out the sides of the torso. You get that sense of reaching through your arms. Inhale, right. Exhale, left. Inhale and exhale. Last one. Inhale, exhale. Inhale, left, right, and exhale. Inhale and exhale. Inhale left, exhale right, inhale and exhale. You relax your arms, you close your eyes if they've opened. Tadasana. Then with the big toes touching heels slightly apart, you bend the knees, drop the hips and sweep the arms gently. You settle your weight. The feet are firm, the thighs are hugging. The torso's tall. You don't need to sit low here, but you want to feel steady. You want to feel grounded in the lower body, lifted in the upper. Then exhale, you fold forward. Inhale, halfway lengthen. Exhale, plant the hands, float or step back. Down dog or vinyasa. Then inhale, the right leg lifts. And on exhale, you step the foot forward, low lunge. From here, you're going to glue your palms flat onto the floor. And without moving your hands, you just push into that right foot, trying to straighten the knee as best you can. Don't worry if it doesn't straighten. You're just building that tension. Exhale, bend the knee, release the tension. Inhale, trying to straighten that leg, gauging your quads. Exhale, you bend the knee. Inhale, extending. Keeping those palms down, get that sense of reaching through the upper body as that leg straightens. Exhale, bend. Inhale, extend. Nice and long. Exhale, bend. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. This time we're going to hold it so that left heel spins in, so both feet are flat, and that right leg now straightens out. That means the hands need to slide up onto the foot or the shin. You let them go as high as they need to go so you get that right knee to be straight. And then you fold forward. Maybe the hands will slide lower as you fold into it, making their way back to the floor. Maybe they stayed on the floor. But you feel long. From that right heel to hip, coming down the spine to the base of the skull. Then inhale halfway. And on exhale, you're going to step that left foot forward next to the right and fold forward over your legs. You catch hold of whatever you got, your toes, your ankles, your shins. Your elbows bend as your head hangs. The body drawing long over the thighs. The tailbone tilting towards the ceiling. Then inhale halfway. With the big toes touching, heels slightly apart, you bend the knees, drop the hips, and sweep the arms, turn. Then palms together, thumbs to your heart as you fold and twist over to the right. That left elbow's outside that right thigh. That right hand pushes down on top of that left hand. So you're able to get that right side to roll back and open. You breathe into the upper chest. The rib cage expanding as it rotates. Inhale back to center chair. Hips low, arms high. And exhale, you fold forward over your legs. Inhale halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, float or step back. Down dog or vinyasa. Then inhale, the left leg lifts. And exhale, you step the foot forward, low lunge. And again, keeping those palms glued down. Inhale as that left leg tries to straighten out. And exhale, you bend the knee, release the tension. Inhale, reaching your hips away from your wrists. Exhale, bend. Inhale. Exhale. Nice and smooth with that breath. Inhale, lengthening. Exhale, bending. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. This time we're going to hold it so that right heel spins in and that left leg straightens out. Again, now you move those hands wherever they're comfortable so that left leg can be straight and you can work that deep fold over the thigh. The torso extending forward, the spine long. There's a slight drawing back through that left hip here. If you relax, you'll notice those hips want to start to swing over to the left usually. So you pull them back, keeping them behind you, keeping your thigh right out in front of you, right underneath your torso. Then inhale, you rise up halfway. And on exhale, that right foot steps forward and you fold over your legs. You can catch hold of whatever you like. Maybe you go into gorilla pose, the backs of the hands on the floor, palms face up, and you slide your hands underneath your feet. Then you try and straighten those knees back out. Inhale halfway, big toes touch, knees bend, hips drop, and the arms sweep chair. Then palms together, thumbs to your heart as you twist over to left. Nice and open as you twist. The crown of the head's extending forward. My gaze is straight across or slightly in front, but I'm not looking behind me. That's only going to encourage me to swing around. I want to go long with it. Elongating the spine as it rotates. Inhale back to center chair. And exhale, you fold forward. Inhale halfway. Exhale, plant the hands, float or step. Then exhale the right foot forward, warrior two. That back heel spins in as you sweep up. Nice bend in that front knee. As close to 90 degrees as you like. But your hips are level. Meaning you drop down into that back hip. The tendency is, as we lift, hike that back hip, and we just focus on that front thigh. As we get deep into that front thigh, that back hip has to also open up, allowing us to feel level across the hip points and being set nice and firm. Then you straighten out that right leg. You reach forward, triangle pose. Right hand lands down, left arm reaches up. crown of the head's extending forward. The eyes are soft. Inhale, you rise up. Arms into a T as those right toes turn in. Feet parallel. And on exhale, you fold forward between your legs. The hands land wherever is comfortable. You can walk them back, helping to draw the torso tighter in between your thighs. With the tailbones actively tilting up. The head hangs heavy. Inhale, you lift up halfway. Now, without changing anything about your feet, you keep them parallel to the short ends of the mat as you walk your hands to the outer edge of that right foot, trying to reach for that top edge of your mat. You keep those feet down, and you get a nice deep reach through that left side. That left wrist reaching away from the left shoulder, away from the left hip. Then sweeping back to center, you take a breath and walking your hands to the top edge of the mat. This time you turn your feet. You plant those hands as you step back. Down dog or vinyasa. Then exhale the left foot forward, warrior two. And again, you settle in. A nice deep bend in that front knee, with that back hip dropping down so that you're level. The torso is able to set neutral on top. The spine feels tall, the collarbone's broad. The low back is long. Then straightening out that front leg, and you reach forward. Triangle. Inhale as you rise up. Left toes turn in. This time you're going to sweep the arms behind your back, interlace the fingers. The palm squeezes, those shoulder blades hug towards each other. So you're open across the upper chest as you fold forward. Then you keep those shoulder blades hugging, trying to squeeze those palms as tight together as you can. So you're using the strength of your upper back, your rhomboids, upper tracts, to pull the shoulders back and broaden the upper chest, helping to get pec major and pec minor to open up for you. The head can hang. The hip flexors engage. That'll pull you deeper into the fold. Then exhale, hands to the floor as you lift up halfway. And again, without changing anything about your legs, your feet stay parallel. You just walk those hands towards the top edge of the mat, trying to reach past that left foot. Good. Back to center. You take a breath. Then walking your hands to that left foot, the top edge of your mat. This time the feet turn and you step back. Down dog or vinyasa. Then sliding forward into plank. And you roll to the left, side plank. Left hand outer edge of the left foot. You can always stagger those feet or lower that bottom knee to help balance you out. You can lift that top arm, lift the top leg, catch the knee, catch the toe. Accessorize it however you like, but you feel strong with that lateral line. From the shoulder to the foot, held in place. And nice and smooth as you come to center, that right foot steps up between your hands. Low lunge turns to warrior one. The back heel comes down, as the torso sweeps up. A nice full breath. The arms are reaching. The low back is long as you set yourself nice and balanced on top. And sweeping the arms behind your back, interlace the fingers. You bow forward, humble warrior. The torso drapes inside that right thigh. The head hangs heavy. Once again, those shoulder blades hug towards each other. The palms squeeze into each other. You can always walk that left foot further back. Help those hips sink a little bit more, while the torso then drapes a little bit deeper. Then inhale, you rise back up, warrior one. The arms sweep up overhead. You take a breath. And exhale, hands to the floor as you step back. Down dog or vinyasa. Then sliding forward into plank. And you roll to the right. Side plank. Again, you accessorize it however you like. Lowering the knee, staggering the feet. Lifting the arm, the leg. Nice strong line, and you create that line by engaging your obliques, your transverse abdominis on the right side. They contract, they pull that bottom rib on the right towards that right hip, which starts to create this arced line, so that as much weight as pushing into that right hand is also pushing into that right foot. That's how you balance yourself out here. And then you're able to control that transition as you come back to center, stepping that left foot right up to the top of the mat, low lunge. Then the right heel spins in as you rise up, warrior one. And the arms behind your back. You interlace the fingers. And exhale, you drape forward. Humble warrior. Inhale, warrior one. And exhale, hands to the floor as you make your way to down dog. Then inhale, the right leg lifts. And on exhale, you step the foot forward, low lunge. From here, we're going into half Hanumanasana, so that left knee lowers. The toes uncurl as you shift your hips back, straining out that right leg. The right toes peel up, and you fold forward over that right thigh. Just for a breath here. Then inhale halfway, and we're going to twist to the right. So that left hand crosses over top that right shin. The right hand starts to walk towards the back edge of the mat. And as you twist, that right foot probably is going to want to roll over to the side. So you keep the toes pointing up. Then back to center. Hanumanasana. You stay as you are, folding over that right thigh. Or you start to slide that right heel forward, working towards your full splits. You go as deep as you want. But you're nice and easy with the body. Don't force it. Don't rush it. Nice and smooth. You're going to draw that right foot back if you slid it out. And we're all going to start to shift our hips back, making our way to sitting down. And as you sit down, you're going to just sit to the outside of that left foot. And that left foot can sweep forward, placing that foot on the inner right thigh. We're going into revolved Janu Sirsasana. So right palm faces up towards the ceiling. You bring that inside that right leg as you take a nice big sweep of that left arm over top. That left hand can work in the air, drawing that long line. Eventually it makes its way to the foot. But as you go deeper, you notice if you start to close off, that top shoulder starts to roll down, and you start to face the floor. You want to keep rolling open. That top arm is above and behind you. Doesn't matter if it gets to the foot, it just keeps hovering. You feel that long lateral stretch from that left hip up through the torso of that shoulder. That's what we're trying to open here. Then inhale, you rise up. You relax your arms. You draw that right ankle in as you roll forward. Down dog or vinyasa. Inhale, the left leg lifts. And exhale, you step the foot forward. Low lunge. That right knee lowers, the toes uncurl, and the hips shift back. Hanumanasana. We start here for a breath, folding over that left thigh. Let the torso get long out over in front. Then inhale, you lift up halfway, and you twist to the left. You keep those left toes pointing up. Don't let it roll as you walk your hands around. One of the things you'll notice as you bring the torso around and keep those toes pointing up, you start to get that stretch up that lateral line. Vastus lateralis, the outermost quad muscle that stretches. It's also a bit of the IT band that starts to pull on TFL and glute max. Then back to center. You fold forward as you are, or you slide that left heel forward, working towards your full splits. And as always, remember, full splits. Don't be in any rush to get all the way down. Having our legs at this angle, this deep flexion at the left thigh, Full extension at that right puts us in a very vulnerable position. So our body naturally, instinctively, you want to breathe. Give the body time, and it'll open up. And nice and smooth, you start to draw that left foot back if you slid it out. Your hips start to shift back, and you just sit over to the right side so that right foot can sweep out in front. Revolve Janu Sirsasana. That left palm faces up. You bring the arm inside the leg. That nice big sweep of that right arm over top. Hovers in there, or it makes its way down to the foot. But remember that arm's above and behind you. You're looking towards the ceiling. Inhale as you rise up. You relax the arms, cross the ankles and roll forward. Down dog or vinyasa. Then exhale the right foot forward. Low lunge. We're going to side angle from here. So right hand's on the floor inside the right foot. The left heel spins in. And on inhale, you sweep open. Remember, if you want to go tighter, you can just wrap that top arm around. But you keep the torso as it is. Don't close off to work your body. The bind is adding to what you've already done. It shouldn't take away from what you've done. Good. On exhale, you come back to center. Hands to the floor, framing that right foot. The left heel peels. You're going to push down into your hands to lift that right foot up. And then just replace it with that right knee, setting up for pigeon. And left leg slides back. You can stay upright for your king pigeon variations. Or you drape yourself forward over that right shin. And then inhale, you rise up. You're going to sit over to that right hip and sweep that left leg out in front. We're going into Baddha Konasana. Soles of the feet together, heels in tight. The fingers interlace outside your toes. And on exhale, you fold forward. You use the weight of your torso, those elbows pushing against those thighs or shins, to help draw the knees further away from each other. You're thinking about reaching your sternum, the center of your chest, towards those big toes. So more so than rounding down into it, you're trying to reach forward. Then inhale as you rise up. You cross the ankles. Down dog or vinyasa. And exhale the left foot forward. Low lunge. Right heel spins in. Left hand's inside the left foot. Now right arm sweeps open. Side angle. You stay there broad from hand to hand, or you just wrap that right arm around your back, catching the inner thigh or catching hands. And exhale, hands to the floor. That right heel peels. You frame that left foot so you can push down. Lift that left foot up, and you replace the foot with the knee. That left right leg slides back. You stay upright for king pigeon, or you drape yourself forward. Inhale, you rise up. You rock over to that left hip, and you sweep that right leg around in front. Now this time, we're going into tortoise pose. So we've got two options for tortoise. The first one is the more passive of the two, sleeping tortoise. Soles of the feet are together, but unlike Baddha Konasana, with the soles of the feet together, they're away from you about 2 feet or so. Palms face up. You place the backs of your hands on the floor, and you slide them underneath your calves. So your hands come to the tops of your feet. Your forearms are underneath your shins, and you fold forward. You think about bringing your forehead towards your heels. Kind of look like a big tortoise shell. If that works for you as you get nice and low and you want to go into full tortoise, you lift up, you take your feet wider than your mat, and you fold forward between your legs. You start by trying to get your shoulders relatively level with your knees. When that happens, you then just slide those arms straight back behind you so they're underneath your thighs. Then just like we did in Hanumanasana, you peel the balls of the feet up so you're on your heels, and you start to slide those heels forward. And as those legs straighten out with your arms underneath them, it's what helps pull you down so you come to lying flat on the floor. You take your time, and just like with Hanumanasana, you're patient with the body. Don't force it. You work that, or you work your sleeping tortoise. Either one is fine. 2 more breaths. Then inhale, you rise up. You cross your ankles as you roll forward. Down dog or vinyasa. Then exhale, you lower the knees to the floor. And you come to standing on your shins, setting up for a camel. Hips over knees, shoulders over hips. Hands start against the low back. And on inhale, you roll your sternum towards the ceiling. If you'd like to release your hands to the feet or the floor, feel free. But you roll open. Inhale, you rise up, take a breath. Relax the arms. And once again, you go up and over. You breathe. Inhale, rising up. Third and final one. On an inhale, up and over. You find child's pose whenever you're done. Inhale, whenever you're done, you just tuck yourself in. On inhale, you rise up. You sit over the side of your feet and you bring your legs out front. Paschimottanasana. The legs are straight, the feet are flexed. The arms reach up. And on exhale, you fold forward. You catch hold of whatever you got. Your toes, your ankles, your shins. The head bows, the eyes close. You breathe. And then inhale, as you reach out, you rise up. You sweep the arms around in front, parallel to the floor. And on exhale, you lower yourself down onto your back. Come to lie flat. You take a breath. Then bending the knees, the feet flat on the floor, setting up for your 3 rounds of back bends. The arms can be alongside the body for bridge or hands above the shoulders for upward facing bow. And on inhale, you push down into your feet to lift the hips, low back, middle back, upper back if you want. And exhale, relax. Nice full breath. And on inhale, you rise once again. And exhale, relax. Third and final one. On inhale, you push down to go. And exhale, you release. You draw your knees into your chest, you wrap your arms around your shins. Nice tight squeeze. When the arms alongside the body, palms flat, legs go straight up. You hang out right there or shoulder stand. Toes towards the floor beyond your head. Once your hips lift, you bend your elbows, hands against your low back as you take the legs towards the ceiling. Let the body rest. The legs above the heart, helping out that venous flow. few more breaths if you want any variations. Wiggle the toes, roll the ankles. You send the legs wide, Suzum Park. Lotus, twist. And coming back to center, toes towards the floor beyond your head. The hips are high, low back's open. You release the hands, fingers point forward, and nice and easy. You unravel. Come to lie flat on your back. Once down, the legs are straight, the arms alongside the body, preparing for fish. You press down into the hands and elbows to lift the head and torso. Arc the spine towards the ceiling. The shoulders roll back, the crown, the head rests. Feels like you're trying to tuck your shoulder blades into your back pants pocket. Bowing the spine. And exhale, you lower down. You draw your knees into your chest. You wrap your arms around your shins. And the arms into cactus arms, elbows bend 90 degrees. And the knees over to lift. One final twist. Inhale back to center. And over to the right. Back to center. And on exhale, you extend the legs, Shavasana. Slowly begin taking deeper inhales, more active exhales. Gently waking the body back up. You start to wiggle the fingers and toes. You roll the wrists and ankles, arms and legs. Then turn the palms flat down onto the ground, gripping the floor as you inhale, grounding yourself. And exhale, you draw your knees into your chest, you wrap your arms around your shins, and you rock over to your right side. You rest there for a moment and see the full potential. And as you're ready on inhale, you slowly rise up to sitting. You come into a comfortable seated posture. The spine is tall, shoulders are back, chest is lifted, heart is open. Back of the neck is long and the eyes remain closed. And palms together at heart center, thanking yourself and each other for being here. Clear mind, peaceful mind. Peaceful speech, loving heart, clear heart. Namaste. Thank you all for joining. Hope you have a great rest of your day. And as always, if you want to connect, have any questions, you can always send me an email. Easiest way is to find me on my website, monarchmassagetherapydc.com. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll see you next time.